Welcome to the Soffy Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to the extra time segment for Wolves 1, Everton 1. We're looking back on 100 minutes of action and it went right down to the last as Everton snatched a vital point at the end of the game. An otherwise painful game. We lost a lot of players to injury, conceded a really soft goal, and, you know, let our destiny slip out of our hands very briefly as well. So, you know, as after, we're discussing this after Leicester have just drawn at Newcastle, Leeds lost at West Ham. So it is still in our hands, but we could have already had the job done, which is disappointing because I think a lot of people expected us to do well in this game. We gave a good account of ourselves despite losing to City, and then of course the Brighton game before that. But everything went against us here. We started brightly, got a couple of chances, missed them. Calvert-Lewin goes off injured, Patterson goes off injured, and then everything falls apart. I think Michael Keane comes on in a weird right back role, which he's bad enough at centre back. He didn't really do much better at right back. He was poor. Uh, we we allowed a really soft goal. Disappointing from Amadou Onana and Idrissa Gueye. Could have fouled Adama Traore in the build up, but didn't. Let him run through on goal and say he rebounds to another player and he taps it in. But yeah, it's not really good enough defensively for onwards. And from that point on, we wilted because the pressure was suddenly on us. We could see it slipping away. We just didn't turn up at all after, especially after Calvert Lewin went off. We had absolutely nothing, and the second half display was a disgrace, to be honest, until the final sort of 10 minutes. And strangely enough, we improved when he lashed Michael Keane up top. And he didn't really do much, but at least he created a bit of chaos, the same way he tends to create chaos at the other end for us normally. But he made the defenders panic a little bit, and got a few set pieces, and we ended up getting the late equaliser from one of the set pieces. So, it was a weird one. Yerry Mina, of course, was probably the man of the match. He got the crucial goal, but he was the best performer all round. He never stopped fighting. I think when a lot of other players lost the head drop, he kept going. He worked really hard, and yeah, it was crucial to us. Obviously, the goal itself is incredibly crucial, but it's crucial to have players who can continue to perform even when other people around them aren't. Because too often this season we've seen players like the standard drop and the heads drop a little bit. Some players could have been guilty of that in this game. Others would have kept going, and eventually we got the results, but not the one we were hoping for. I don't think. I think a lot of people were at least hoping for a winner, even if they didn't necessarily believe we'd win it. Uh, I think prior to the injuries, we were playing well enough to have won the game. They were a really frustrating side to play, but we got the point regardless. And like I say, Leicester drew and Leeds lost, so it's kind of as you were with one to play. But I think we were hoping that we might have been able to avoid this final day scenario where we still need to get a result to seal survival. It is in our hands, but we've got to win the home game now against Bournemouth on the final day. We've got to turn up. And I think what's making fans nervous now is, like I say, we lost Calvert-Lewin, we lost Nathan Patterson. We didn't have Mikalenko in the first place, so we don't have any recognised fullbacks. Coleman's out. We don't have any recognised fullbacks, and we don't have a target man up front, really. The only other strikers we've got are Sims and Mope, who aren't that type of striker. Like I say, there is the possibility he could just lash Michael Keane up front and lump it up to him because I mean, he can't do much worse up top than he does in defence at the moment, so why not? I mean, I just have Mina and Tarkowski at the back and then throw Keane up front because at the stage he already, even in like the 10 minutes he went up there at the end of the Wolves game, he seemed to offer more than Mopay up there, which is really saying something when Michael Keane offers more. And yeah, that is pretty frightening. Um, Sims is probably should be in line for the start, but I fear he's going to pick Mopay, and that could be catastrophic if he does that because he just doesn't offer us anything. His performance when he came on in towards the end of this game, the Wolves game, he was just wretched, to be honest, as he has been most of his time here. Really disappointing. I yeah, the few other players like Idrissa Gueye, like I say, they made a crucial error, him and Onana for that Wolves goal, but they need to. I think they all need to play. We need as much legs as we can, and Bournemouth are a fast side themselves, so they're all going to have to be on their A game, do a better job than they did against Wolves. That's for sure. You know, it remains to be seen what we're going to go with for the Bournemouth game. You know, there's going to be a few changes that we're been forced into, but whoever it is, they're going to have to up the game and play a lot better than they did in this game because, you know, apart from the final like 5 minutes or so, and maybe the game, the early stages before Patterson's injury, we weren't up to the task here. We weren't doing enough for a side that should be fighting for their lives, really. So, all in all, it was a generally disappointing performance, and against the backdrop of that, you know, you could argue it's a good point away from home. It would have been nice to have sealed our survival already, but it in our hands. The other sides have done us a bit of a favour, but we've got to, go and seal the deal now against Bournemouth, and you know, it's going to be a couple more days in the run to Sunday of nerves absolutely jangling. I don't think I can take much more of it, to be honest with you. But yeah, fingers crossed we can, you know, turn up with a better performance at Goodison than we did in this game, and produce the win that'll keep us safe. But that's on the players. The players have got to take a look at themselves and make sure they're prepared to put in the performance of their lives. Let's be honest, because that it's our lives, and it means the world to us to stay up. These players need to fight for us, and they need to turn up and give absolutely everything they've got. Every single one of them, from minute 1 to minute 99, or God knows what. As it turned out, we played to minute 100 in this one, so but they're going to have to slug it out and do absolutely everything in their power to try and keep us in the league. And that's all we can ask for. Just please fight for us and do everything you can, and hopefully that's enough in the end. So we'll see what happens. But for now, we'll look back on this one as you know what's turned out to be a crucial point. It still keeps safety in our hands. Wolves won, Everton won. Let us know your opinions. Get your comments coming in. Give this video a like and subscribe for more content. Till next time, guys. Thanks for watching on the Toffee Blues.